Everyone gather around. Jen's doing another Metaphor ReFantazio video. Are we in double digits now? I think this might be episode 10. I'm so excited. So excited. It's a Thursday night. I come home from basketball. We lost basketball. It was very sad. But at least, like, I come home and I can't record, like, the next video that I have to record. I can't do it for another 3 or 4 hours or something. So I've got a bit of time to play some Metaphor ReFantazio. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I regrettably, even though it was only yesterday, I regrettably can kind of not fully remember what I was doing. Like what I'm sort of aiming for. I guess I want to level up my courage and my, I guess, imagination. Like both of these guys are imagination, which is good, but it's not amazing, you know. I feel like I'm also like, I'm too focused on, oh man, and Bygone Days does my tolerance, right? What does Gallic have to say right now? I'm exhausted. Did you want to ask me about something? Doesn't seem like anybody has anything important to say. Maybe we can check in again once we're back in town.
Hey.
Need to pick me up? You could try a bath. Remember that big barrow out on deck? You can practically feel the weariness washing off your drink. Nah, I don't want to do the bath because the bath, like, is better with bath salts, which makes me feel like doing it now is a waste. I know it's stupid, but that's how I feel. I could clean. I don't know what cleaning improves. And then I can wash, which improves my MP. I mean, I have slight troubles with my MP, but I don't feel like the laundry gives you enough of a buff to make it feel worth it.
Come on.
What does this do? My max HP. I don't think I have too many issues with my max HP. I don't know, man. I guess imagination is probably the best. Just, oh, I guess I'll check up with Heismay. What? I'll check up with Heismay. See if there's anything cool going up here. Heismay, anything? Oh, you also want to do imagination? Or is that, yeah, that's imagination, right? Sure. You know what, Heismay? You and I can do some imagination together. Hello there. I've got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk a moment? No traces of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Heismay, maybe I can hone my imagination. Let's do it. Tick, 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 tick.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Matira, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not far from Matira. The air there agrees with my skin more than Grand Trad's. Should I bring up what happened?
That's right.
It's nice and quiet in Matira. Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where's your hometown? I've heard before that you received the mission from the hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. Alright, my apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Oh no, that's spelled right. I think? Yeah. Carelessness is spelled right. The E after the R looks strange, but then if it wasn't there, it'd be carelessness. So that is correct. Wow. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Ujif. I'll not pry if you'd rather not discuss it. I have an English minor, by the way, so if I mess up words, what hope do the rest of you have? There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from that novel you carry. I felt my imagination grow as Heismay and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
All right.
Nice. So close. I'm glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest awaits you, then I will keep you company in its stead. Well, can you play a tabletop game with me? That's the only way you're gonna beat Hulkenberg. 600.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain? Rise and shine, what? Almost
Those
there.
are awful beds. That seems terrible.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
Oh no!
Port
I skipped it!
Capital of the Principality of Oceania.
Shit!
The western annexed state of Uchronia.
Can I find a...
Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war.
I might have to find a
Bustling with hardy
YouTube
sailors.
video of it.
From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Awesome. This sounds cool. This city sounds very cool. I know it's such a small conversation that I skipped, but oh boy, a cutscene.
Wow! The ocean! Just look, there's water all the way to the horizon.
Oh, this place looks very nice. This place
Kind of like the capital, but totally different.
looks way more lively than the capital.
The City of Water, Rhylehaven.
Cities of Water are so cool. Water 7 in One Piece, one of the best cities in One Piece. Fontaine in Genshin, the best city in Fontaine, and now this? Are you kidding?
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you...
Okay. So... is... at least is the... it's here, but it's not voiced. So I might find a thing. The reason I clicked skip was because I was trying to just pause the game because I was thinking about how thirsty I was and I needed to get myself a drink. So I might get myself a drink and then see if I can find a video with that scene in it, and then we continue. All right, here I go. Okay, I found a video.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses.
Ah.
If not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right.
If Joanna doesn't show up, we're cutting off your head, Heisman.
Ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Okay, alright, very nice. Oh. Whoops. Wait. That's not right. Where was it? This. Okay, there we go.
Think it can stack up against your competitors.
Why was someone speaking just then when I opened it up again? Why'd that happen? Wow, I can't believe I skipped a part where we learned a little bit about Hulkenberg's family. I'm so glad I went back and watched that.
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
You want unconventional? Talk to
Our
us.
mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
He wants it to be entertaining.
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
Damn.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too.
Well, we can
The
teleport,
Sanctus
so...
Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing.
Yeah, so since they're using
That's
magic,
the
it's
kind
like
of
not
breakthrough I'd
really
like to
interesting to an engineer.
You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
I'll be king,
It
motherfucker.
isn't the pretentious little gallant and his crew.
Hello, Gladell. Whoa, look at the dog.
Well, well, well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
Introducing you
referring
to
me,
Heismay?
yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out.
Oh, this is gonna be satisfying.
In front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. It is not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a
I
sight.
mean, you're allied with
Come, Hector.
Louise. He's the biggest criminal there is. He killed the king.
And that was?
Just some
A
douche.
candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left.
Leave it there.
Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Oh man, I'm
Tomorrow's
excited for
finally
this.
the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
She will.
You
She
needn't
will.
all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, we must sample the local delights.
Of course,
They far
foodie
better
Hulkenberg.
seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for
Did you hear
rest,
his voice
surrounded
acting
by
that?
fine
I can't
food
wait. Like, he was
is
so
an
excited.
uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
Okay, let's check out this new city, baby.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Ah, here's this dude. Hail, young Elden candidate. I've been waiting to meet you. You're that town crier, aren't you? The name's Batlin. Last we saw each other was just before your scrap with Godot's runner, I believe. What a scene that was! Figured hitching a ride with Godot would be safe, but then you and Gladell both show up? Anyway, I've kept busy with my candidate interview since then, Ford and most recently. He's who I rode here with.
Good grief.
Look, I know it's me saying this, but be careful out there. The Crown theocracy will do whatever it takes to win, you know. They're reckless with their runners, too. Usually you'd stop and camp during nights, but not them. We just keep running.
Huh?
No way, they don't rest at all? Yep. An easy trick when you've got God's graces, plus loads of money and people, which the Sanctifix surely has. The head he's brought is quite something, too. If you want to outshine them, you need quite the plan.
This fellow.
But I can tell, you've got something up your sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold, my young Elden friend. I like that guy. I like his vibe. He seems like a genuinely good guy, but also he wants like the entertainment, and he's a performer, you know. It's a fun character.
Oh, I'm in it now.
I feel like you could easily do a character like that and have them be like annoying or obnoxious, but he's just like, he's calmly charismatic, and I think that's a good vibe to go for. Oh, hello, it's a Ujif shopkeeper. Medicinal herbs?
Talk.
I mean, I have 9. I don't need it. Thanks. If you ain't buying, don't go complaining. Seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. There's a secret? Alright, well, I don't know how to unlock the secret there. I'm just sort of exploring around a bit. I know I'll have plenty of time to explore around later, but... Oh... It's a corpse! I thought it was a homeless person. Jeez, man. To be left out in a place like this. I wish we could have helped, but there's nothing we can do now. Jesus! Huh? I mean... That's... Man. Oh my gosh, another one? I wonder if he drowned. I bet a city this close to the ocean has a lot of accidents like this. So is this like some subtle commentary of some sort, or is this like teasing of a plot that's coming out, a plot line in the game? Because it could be like commentary on like, you know, this city looks very beautiful or whatever, but there's still like literal, you know, corpses in the streets that are just being hidden away in the alleys, and people just ignore it, just shove it into the sides and don't look at it.
My money's on Santa.
Like maybe it's sort of a metaphor for the fact that this city is so beautiful despite the fact that they're ignoring like major tragedies. You know, it's trying to keep itself separate from the like discrimination going on in the world and stuff, and just by just turning a blind eye to it. I don't know. Anyway, hey mate.
Need a ride?
Anywhere you want to go, I'll take you to the far bank. Where am I going? We're finding an inn.
Right?
Inn district. Anglers Inn Square, then hop on. Bing, bing, bing. Whoa!
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I realized it was slowly moving, but its coming to Browhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the Coronation Rock.
Well...
Or maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we'd better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous.
Look at this guy's design. Look at that.
Leave it to me.
I promise I will help anyone who is in trouble. Out of money, don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work. Of course, don't worry. I'm well versed in Browhaven's economic affairs. He's definitely shady. Alright.
What do I do?
My, my.
There are several inns I can choose from? Why? What is this? Milo? Look at this guy's design.
What is it you require?
Everything about this guy is wild. You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is all is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Wow, what a dude. Okay. Lena. Ah, this one.
You're the one who gave that speech at Maltira. Guess we were both able to make it here safely to Browhaven. Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everywhere's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
That's so... If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else.
But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Maltira, it had a more powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use?
I don't really know.
What?
What a shame! You got inside without even knowing how it worked? Your group must have quite a talented engineer. You know, right? I'm a competitor too, and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force.
These are great characters. Alright. And then this. Whoa! This game has some fucking awesome designs. What did his voice sound like? I'm always trying to do like...
Hey!
Well, that doesn't give me much. Hey! Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Maltira, huh? Ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I just got tossed out by my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the come one. Oh, come one, come all in, I see. And the one calling itself the come one, come all in? Pff, some joke, eh? That's gonna be an issue. It sure is. Is there another place nearby to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden say. A parapus or an elder staying there? Fat bloody chance. Oh yeah, you are a parapus. And then there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Louise, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes.
You think so? But I guess we better avoid that one then. Pfft, not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Eugene standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Put me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Only thing bad about the Spider's Den, he said, was that there was a Eugene standing outside it, right? Just a creepy Eugene? Maybe it'll be fine. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out? Alright. Damn, I like these designs of characters, and I like that they have art. Like that each of them have art. Does this guy have art? Julian? Probably not.
Business is done.
You're a professional considered a strong candidate in the tournament. How are you faring?
Yes.
I'm finding it hard to believe this headhunt was proposed and accepted for the exhibition of the brave. It's positively boorish. By which you mean? It has only revealed that these would-be monarchs are little more than bloodthirsty brutes, killers of intelligent life, has it not?
How absurd!
Shallow-minded oafs eradicating resources with no consideration for the future. If they cared for this country, they'd offer their own heads. What brilliant logic! I'd expect nothing less from our era's finest thinker. Okay.
Yeah?
Let's get on the sword. Go this way. Is this a creepy looking Eugene? Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I've got a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted crimes. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free. Well, I'm gonna change the voice a little bit based on that. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of freaky.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Yeah. Okay. I mean, just because there's a creepy guy running it doesn't mean it's... Oh, it seems shit.
Figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now?
Ew.
It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
I mean, Gallica, that's not a huge bug. The size of your head.
No, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid
Yeah.
of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly,
I like
we must
that
discuss
detail.
tomorrow's proceedings.
Right.
Heismay's a
We
great
meet up
party
with Joanna,
member.
then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
I'm wondering what's gonna happen here, because, like, on one hand, I do trust Joanna. I do feel like she's going to stick to her word, right? On the other hand, I feel like they've sort of been talking about the plan of what's going to happen so much that it feels like they tell us so much to set our expectations so that they can change it, right? So then it would go wrong. But we still do need a head, and if we don't have that, we're kind of fucked. So I don't know how that could be the case, unless it's like, you know, like Joanna doesn't show, or Joanna does show, but she doesn't say what we said, or what we told her to say, or she does show and she does say what we told her to say, but for some reason they don't accept that, they don't believe us, or they don't count it as like a monster's head or whatever. But then maybe like a human attacks the proceedings, and then we kill the human, and we take that head of that human, and that is what gives us what we need, you know? Something like that. I don't know.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
I joked about that when we got here. I said, like, if Joanna doesn't show up, we're gonna cut off your head, Heismay. But, like, I don't want to do that. But I love... man, this game has done the best job at warming me to characters. Like, Stroll, when we first met him, I liked him from the start, but he like, you know, he's like the first guy we meet, and he's like a male character, and there's like not much necessarily special about him. So it wouldn't have been shocking if I didn't care that much about him, or I would have just found him boring. But I don't. I love him. I think he's awesome. I love the way he speaks. I love his convictions with things. And then Hulkenberg, when I saw her on the poster and in you know, our fan art and stuff, I thought, well, I love Hulkenberg. But then when we met her, I was like, I don't know, is this the sort of character that I'm going to like? And then she won me over pretty quickly. Like, I mean, it took me longer than it normally does for a female character to win me over, but she did win me over, and now I absolutely adore her. And Heismay as well. Like, when he got introduced, and it was like, I was starting to see that he was going to be the newest party member, I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. I don't know, but am I going to like having Heismay as a new party member? And now I think he's so great. Like, every character on the screen right now is top tier. Look at them all.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
I know.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
I know that the beds in the Strider or whatever suck, but this kind of sucks too. Like, look at this place, you know, like this place kind of sucks too. Also, we could just teleport back to Grand Trad, couldn't we? Like, now that we've been here and we look around, it's a major city, we can take it in, and then teleport back to Grand Trad or teleport back to the other town or Martira or whatever and go to an inn. Like, just go to an inn and then teleport back in the morning. We can teleport instantly and we're staying at a shitty inn. We should never have to do that.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
And Katharina's going to be talking to the Parapus.
Equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles.
Right.
Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
Well, are you gonna not make it then?
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has
A
a point
soprano
about what
voiced
people tend
woman.
to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance.
Whoa.
A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Roussant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Roussant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter.
Sorry.
We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You just what this land needs!
I love Katharina, even though I don't like,
on the throne.
even though I don't like her
Everyone's
policies.
just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Forden.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
That's true.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted?
People are having an
Maybe I'm
active
overthinking
effect
it.
on the kingdom.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
It's interesting. This game is doing some interesting things. I like it. Gab, 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 gab,
When I'm
gab.
king, pleasures will rule the city.
a bar on every block, and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, Lovelace.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and
Ah.
the chefs will prepare it for eating.
Right.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Is this gonna teach me how to fish, and then that's how it's gonna incorporate into the gameplay? Because I know I got some bait at some point. Whoa! Da-na-na-na! I caught some weird, creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look
Hulkenberg's gonna love it.
Natural.
By all means, let us try it.
She's so excited.
Look at it.
Why, tis delicious.
Of course she loves
The
it.
aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
Look how cute a 3D model was
I'll try
there.
a bite.
That was really cute.
I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
It's a delicacy.
You just made that up, didn't you? Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
Oh, that sound.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
This is great.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the
I
tournament.
talked to you just
Maybe you
outside.
remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always
Thanks.
preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
I skipped it. Oh, God.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
How much did I miss? Okay, nothing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh my god, that's so annoying that I missed that. That I skipped that. I wanted to go once again. Oh god, I wanted to go to this. I mean, firstly, there are 8 tribes other than the elders, right? I was just trying to think if it was possible, because he talks about our diverse tribe. I was trying to think if it's possible we do pick up more party members and we were to pick up one from each tribe, but no, I don't think that's possible. But do we, at the very least, have one, like, follower for each tribe, right? Elder, yes, that's me. Clemar, we've got Stroll, of course. Rashant, we've got Rushant, we have fucking Hulkenberg. Ujif, we have Buddy Boy. Nydia, we've got the creepy Muzan Kubutsuji guy. Parapis, we have Katharina. Ishkia, we have Maria. Rogue, we have the shopkeeper lady, right? And then Mistari, we don't have a Mistari. So is Mistari the only one that we don't have a follower for? We might in the future, but I think they might be the only tribe that we don't have a follower for. Interesting.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on.
Yeah, you do.
Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
I love him. He's cool.
Joanna and Barden should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in that gauntlet runner. Nearest ought to be there and greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner. Memorandum.
So yeah, because we have 3 more people to unlock. It's possible we come across a oh, Nearest is also a rogue, right? Yeah, we have 3. We could get another. We could get a Mistari in here somewhere, but I don't know. Because the thing about the Mistari is they've got I feel like they have the least possibility for character variation, like character design variation, because they're like wearing cages over their heads and stuff. But you know, you could think of it like the what are they called? The Quarians in Mass Effect, where it's like they always wear the masks and you can never really see what they look like or anything, but you still have people like Talia? No, what was it might have been Talia. From Mass Effect 2's, you know, she's a Quarian and she's like a very memorable character. So you could do it, but do they? I don't know. But it feels like it would make sense. Like, the idea of the game is about diversity. A big part of the themes of the game is diversity. So if we were to be diverse in and actually have, you know, people from all walks of life as followers, that would be a good message, I guess. But I don't know. Are they gonna do it? Who knows? Well, it's time to rest up. Let's just make sure. Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
Look at that.
Here we go, baby. Thank you, Gallica. Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
He's
the man's
drunk.
sloshed again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges.
Shit.
It's a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What?
What? Oh, cool. Hey, man.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
I mean, what's his name? Might have let him
Is
in.
something the matter, Barden?
Joanna's here.
The whole
Good.
time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room. contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
Yeah, he let them in.
Stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come.
Aww.
I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent.
Yeah.
I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
So good. Oh man, just a beautiful scene. As soon as Stroll started speaking about how he's hesitant to turn her in now.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin.
This is so hype.
Our monarchs-to-be
Look
will
at
now
these
present
designs.
to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
So wait, only 20 people?
Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
Yeah, to get into the top
And now,
20.
Ladies and
God
gentlemen,
damn.
your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table. Starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one.
There's the
only,
girl.
the people's favorite,
on the very right. I liked her design.
Better known as the Miracle
Her.
Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there. Clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your
You can
stay.
see it moving in the back like she's... Yeah, that's great.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are
Oh,
you?
those two are sisters?
So she's
Cool.
A saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We better stop worrying about
Look at the
her
fucking
and
chess
focus on
piece in the
ourselves.
background.
I don't see Luis anywhere.
Wait.
I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Is that chess piece guy, is he a Mastari? So the Mastari can have, like, what does it say about them? They don masks. I mean, it just says they don masks. I guess I kind of assumed they had to be like that specific type, but if you can have shit like that, then I can see us having a follower who's a Mastari if you can look that creative. He's a fucking chess piece.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
He's got a big
I've
fish.
no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
Okay, that's cool.
A stand-up fellow, my good people.
That's smart. That's a good play.
In one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start.
I like that.
Now, is there anyone who can top
What's the
this?
first one? Let's
can.
relax. Oh, Gladell.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct
He's gonna
opposition, the spearhead of Count
open up a
Luis's
bag full of
supporters,
orphan heads.
Gladell, the Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a
human head.
hideous human!
It is a pretty small
Where's the
head,
proof?
though.
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this? Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now,
I like that girl.
everyone,
She seems very
let's have
savvy.
A little composure, please. Candidate Gladell, we're very much obliged.
Who does
you may
she-
step down.
Who does she remind me of? I guess she reminds me of Keely from Ted Lasso, where it's like immediately she comes off, like when you first see her, she comes off as like, oh, it's like a, for lack of a better term, a basic bitch. Not calling her a bitch, but basic bitch as a phrase in itself, right? But then, or even in Glass Onion, the whiskey in Glass Onion, these characters that, like, on the surface, they're like entertainers and they're using, you know, they're using their looks to sell themselves. I mean, they're models or they're whatever, right? But as is the case, actually, I would say with a lot of real life models and you know, a lot of sort of higher successful influencers and beauty gurus and all of that, they tend to be quite savvy and know what the people want and know how to use themselves, and because of that, they're pretty intelligent a lot of the time, you know? And so that's what that girl reminds me of immediately.
Now, on to the next.
Oh my god. Who did this one? Oh, this is Forden. Right, that makes sense.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
Damn, so this is like a major monster.
tormenting the people of
Oh,
this beautiful port
cool.
city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less?
That's really
His
cool.
Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly, the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear
Yeah,
is
I mean, if it has an
gratitude.
actual effect on these people and he's like relieved them, then yeah, that's gonna fucking do it. He's dumbfounded.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
Yeah, I actually think ours is. I think ours is kind of lame compared to his. Like I know ours is unique, but I don't know if the uniqueness offsets how useful this is.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Is it gonna skip ahead a bit because it faded out?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here.
We're last?
Our last is coming up now.
I mean, it makes sense for
This
drama, but
should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate,
Come
the
on.
Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
oh baby.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
Oh boy.
You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges?
Well, once you find out what she's done.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heisme? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heisme. A huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand
We're making
and
an
in my
impact.
name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martyra's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martyra.
Thus, here
It's
I
pretty
stand.
huge.
My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen
It's
yet.
not.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
It's not something that's easy for a crowd to cheer for, you know? Like, I feel like, because she's standing there and saying, I did this and I'm giving myself up for it, even if the people believed them, I don't think you could go like, woo! You know? Like, if you see a big head of a squid, like that monster there, you can cheer for it because the squid's not going to be like, hey, guys, come on, you know? But this is like such, like, a horrible, you know? Yeah, it's really...
Of course.
It's
That,
tough.
or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A
Yeah, I thought they would
sanctuaress
think this.
Never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
Who cares what Forden does?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
Oh!
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring
Okay.
about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
They're gonna kill her on the spot?
Right here and now. Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no
Oh
objections.
my god.
For
She's
a
gonna go
sinner
out
like
like Gold
me,
Roger.
To confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king. It is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Oh my god, they're gonna behead her in front of everyone. Oh, I mean, I know there's hangings, public hangings and stuff. So. But jeez, man. Jesus.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain
Yeah, I have to
falls.
lighten the mood a bit.
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest.
Oh.
What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
It's so good! It's so good!
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Oh! 49! We're not in the top 20 yet. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. This is so hype.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
No,
Nevertheless,
you did well.
The Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us. And we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh, these guys are here.
You were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio.
Fidelio.
That's Basilio. Luis's
Basilio.
right-hand man, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
What a great line. Wow. Like, what a great reason for diversity, you know? Like, if, you know, a game standing on the idea of diversity and stuff, being like, oh, you're all different races. And he says, his reply to it is better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. I really like that. Like, the idea of, you know, what matters is that I depend on them, I trust them, and I believe in them. That's way better than just having people who look like me or act like me. I love it.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not
Yeah,
our
we
intent.
weren't trying to get him to kill her.
Same idea, yeah. A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
No. We only righted her wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
I love Luis's voice so much. Like, it has the perfect amount of, like, I'm very intimidated by him, but he's also just like a pompous snob. Oh, I love it.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should
Gina.
be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
And you know what? Keely is played by Juno Temple, and her name is Juna. I'm not saying it's a reference because that would be a crazy reference, but it would be kind of, cool if she was based on Juno Temple.
I like a show of strength.
Because she does look a bit like Juno
girl,
Temple.
But I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
Quiet, wench.
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves. I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon. So stay in the city, would you?
Okay.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Excuse me. I mean, I almost guarantee you're playing me in some way or another, but
Master Luis was just here. What happened?
That is going to work on
he
me.
just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Just ignoring him.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Man, Gladel is going to be... Like, I imagine he's going to be like the villain of this part of the game, this chapter. And it's going to be a lot out of jealousy, I
He's
think.
having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
True.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
I forgot that was the
How
plan, to be
fares His
honest.
Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
Nope.
No.
We don't even
He's
know
bound
it's
to keep it somewhere
definitely
secret if it's evidence linking him
around.
to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his pocket.
Would he keep it in his pocket?
I doubt it. I mean, what if it slipped out?
Okay.
Maybe somewhere less precarious. Like in his gauntlet runner?
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
Well, he can move it,
It's
I
as good a
imagine.
chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else,
What if he
including
moved
us.
Gauntlet
He
Runners?
said
He
he
would have
would
moved
send a
into the new
messenger.
one.
Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Johanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph.
Oh, Jesus,
She
he's pissed.
defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Damn.
An
you gotta get
idea
his elders.
occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith.
Was the prince an elder? I can't remember. What was the prince's tribe? Where would I find the prince? Prince of... Nope. Oh, Prince of Ukraine. That doesn't tell me. Hello? He's the son of Hythlovius. Who I feel like he was a... I can't believe they don't say their tribe in this. I feel like it would be useful. Like, you could go like, yeah, well, it doesn't matter what their race was. It's not who they were as a person. But in this game, it's a big part of, like, knowing if fairies' lives. Oh yeah, we know that. Oh, whoa! Fairies do not have a fixed lifespan. It is determined by their strength of will to accomplish something, such as a goal or a mission, and as such, fairies can live over 100 years. Conversely, a loss of motivation can cause even young fairies to enter a lethargy, not unlike sleep, and they eventually fade away. Whoa! So it's like how Tinkerbell or whatever, it's like if people don't... What was it with Tinkerbell? If people don't believe in her or whatever, she just fucking fades away. Like, so it's kind of like that. The longer a fairy lives with intent and purpose, the more prominent their intelligence and self-awareness becomes. This change can lead to personality gaps as large as those between an adult and a child, occurring over a relatively short span of time. Really interesting. Cool. Anyway.
After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
For
relics? The so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
So you'd go for these relics of other religions, what, to collect them and then destroy them? That's the idea? Like you're hunting them down to get rid of them? Because that's kind of fucked. Especially as part of like the official competition. It's like this, I mean, you know, it's a competition run by Forden, so of course it's basically like, oh, and this is, you know, sponsored by the church, but...
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Really?
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at
brave
your service.
Brave of him to ask for a promotion.
I... Humblest apologies.
Oh, Rella, we gotta
What
get you
troubles
out of
my
there.
child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave,
That's a
and bless.
A good thing to bring up though. Like he says, oh, it hasn't been found. It would have been found ages ago. But you're not, now you're gonna send everyone on a hunt for the best relics possible. People are gonna find probably the best relics you could find. Like it's different when you have, you know, a small set of people hunting for relics just because that's part of what they do or whatever, and a large group of people all racing to find the best relic that they can in a short amount of time, and like feeling like the throne is on the line if you do it. Like that's gonna... You're putting way more resources into finding relics then.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
I want us to get... Can we poach Rella? She seems very useful and they're not listening to her properly. And
draws nearer.
We can... I want to, you know, do some character events with her, you know, some relationship events.
Hello? A word?
Hello?
Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
Or maybe this
If he
is
wanted to trap us, I doubt he would
whoever
make it so obvious. Though that doesn't
jealous
guarantee our safety
dude
there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this night prowler.
The Night Prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
The place should be on the edge of the town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Huh. No.
I'm just thinking right now whether I want to take a break. Because I've been playing for an hour. And it's been a fucking fantastic hour. But it has been like no gameplay for that hour, which is fine because I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed these cutscenes. But I feel like maybe it's good to take a break here while I can, because it might go into a bunch more cutscenes. So I'll just take a quick break, and you'll see me again soon in the same video. All right, I'm back, and whew, it's time to continue on. Go down here.
How's it going?
Want to head somewhere else? Then it's my little boat's time to shine. We're going to... I can't remember. I mean, I know it's Night Prowler, but that wasn't on the thing. Does the log have the edge of town?
How's it going?
Night Prowler, edge of town. Oh wait, it does say it there. The Night Prowler. The Night Prowler. So you're the lot those brothers were talking about. I know the story. I'll take you there right quick. All right. I like there's a little illustration of them taking the boat. All right, into the Night Prowler. Damn. Oh, hey guys. Yep,
wow,
Louise's guys.
Look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
No, I'm the elder.
Here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd help anyone in need.
Meaning what exactly?
It means he's even willing to save someone like me.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm in love with Tuna. Oh, I don't think I've ever wanted to click something so badly that I also don't think is a great idea. I mean, I think we're locked into story progress. Oh, God. Like, I know it likely doesn't matter. It likely doesn't make a difference what I choose here. But I'm having a conflict between the simp in me and the role player in me, which I have a lot while I'm playing D&D as well. Like, I love playing D&D, and I would say I'm pretty confident in my role-playing abilities. I think I'm a pretty good role player. And you can check out my role-playing on Dice Revolution, the YouTube channel, where my D&D group streams a lot of Sundays. We haven't done it recently, but we'll get back to it. But I have that problem while playing D&D sometimes, is sometimes something will happen and I want so badly to simp because I'm just such a simp at heart, but I'm playing characters that absolutely would not simp. This is the same thing here. Like, the way I'm playing Gammon, I'm not playing him in such a way that he would simp. But
I'm actually in love with Lady Juna.
Well, my condolences. Out of your league, chum.
I dare say you both speak from the sting of experience.
Did she?
And you speak like a man with a death.
Did she turn them both down?
You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much.
Okay, it worked.
More accomplished
It's
than
good.
Gladel ever did.
I'm just surprised none of our party
You seem like
members
the types to make
mentioned anything
yourselves
about it.
useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
Oh god.
No funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
I love how like these two are so like low-key in the way that they speak, and like their whole demeanor is so low-key, but they're quite terrifying.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
We're looking at Hulkenberg? Oh, Gallica.
Wait,
yeah, that
There's
makes
no
sense.
one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
you're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner,
I'm
we'll
so
assess
scared.
the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
What if she gets captured or whatever? Like, story-wise, if she's not a part of our party, not much changes, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she'd die, but her getting captured or something like that absolutely seems within. Oh god, I think Louise is gonna capture her. Shit. I'm so scared.
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast. Louise's gauntlet runner, the Charadrius, is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. I'm so scared for you, girl. I'm so scared for you. I have to say my goodbyes. Come sit on my shoulder so I can say my goodbyes properly. There you go.
Luis.
Everything went well. Let's go to Warship Harbor and pay a visit to Luis's gauntlet runner, the Charadrius. Oh gosh.
Older.
You want to go to Warship Harbor? There's no place to visit. That's no place to visit after a piss up, but alright, mind yourself and climb aboard. After a piss up. I love this game's Britishisms.
Incredible.
Wow. It didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge.
Hey!
I have to voice these guys? Oi! Over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will you?
Damn.
The problem is, both of these have very subtle voices. So, like, I don't even... Like, some of the other characters have kind of ridiculous voices that I can imitate, but these characters... You bumpkins can fawn over the Charadrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with the soiree and all.
Huh.
Soiree? What's that? Hey, Baz. How about you don't go telling them yet anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? I'm not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Let's head to the runner. We gotta follow them.
Meow. Meow. Check this out.
I'm gonna fly in there on my sword. Why is it like a dungeon? Why is it like a dungeon? Is his gauntlet runner going to be a dungeon? Because that's kind of wild if that's the case. Let's do a quick save. Anything for Gallica to say? Nope. Just one talk. Talk to Hulk.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like. Okay.
Got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze. Jeez. Wow. There are so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Is this like a tease of like the final...
Oi.
The final part of the game, you know, like at the end of the game, this is the final place we go through. No, I don't know if they'd make us go through a gauntlet runner as the final thing, but maybe, I don't know. But maybe it's one of the final ones.
Got it.
The reception room's on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is this some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism?
Yeah.
It keeps a suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you'd need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Yep. There's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up on our ranks a bit first. Shit. So yeah, I don't think Gallica can even do the thing. Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult with those in our possession. Without those in our possession, we may need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading treacherous whispers among yourself, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already. Shit, he's kind of suspecting us, but I mean he might just be teasing us.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are new recruits. Oh. So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these pissants? Against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Xanth. Get your ass back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most so you run home tail between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there, you gonna move. Come on. I like his little tail.
Here.
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter. I have no consistent voice for him.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You'll stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. Oh, I'm so scared, Gallica! Oh, God.
A beautiful city, Haven. But it is its identity
I truly respect.
I'm glad this is voiced because 1, I don't have a voice for Luis, and 2, I love his voice so much. But that also ties into 1. I love his voice so much that I couldn't do it justice at all.
Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
He's testing us. What should I ask? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. This one's funny, but this is a serious situation. Did you kill the royal family is quite a fucking question. But also, I feel like this might be one of those situations where it's like, if I choose the wrong thing, the game will be like, you shouldn't say that, and then it'll just let me choose the other one. This is a bold play, so I'm curious.
Did you kill the king and prince?
My dagger laid buried in the king's chest until his mortal husk entered the casket.
Then, you don't deny it?
I never sought to. I presumed Forden would be more than happy to announce it, but I've heard nothing. The man who played enough on the state government. Perhaps he feared I would be hailed as a hero instead of derided as a killer. Ever the paragon of cowardice.
This is so brilliant.
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
If I was him, I really would be like, and that fairy too. Bring her out. I want to talk to her.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall.
Oh,
a proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the
But what if it's like a magical
Watch yourselves,
thing
though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose.
Oh, God.
Might take off a whole limb.
Ooh, that's scary. Is it a bluff?
You hesitate.
Is it a bluff? Is it a bluff? I don't know. Like, that genuinely could be like, it doesn't do anything. But if someone's too scared to do it, then that... Oh.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
Yeah.
On August 13th,
So it was
I
a
intend
bluff?
to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Gauntlet runner requires maintenance. I'm just trying to think, like, is it possible while his gauntlet runner has maintenance, we'd break into the gauntlet runner, and that's why it's like a dungeon? I wonder how Gallica's search is going. Shit, man. Oh, we're cutting to her?
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Just behind the pillar. Oh, okay, up in the vent. You need to swipe a card though, right?
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now.
Juna.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
Oh.
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is
She hid
Luis's
something.
personal quarters. We thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well...
Her fucking illustration is so pretty. Like, it's you know, a little uncanny because she has the eyes of her tribe. I forgot what they're called. Not Ishkia. What's their tribe called? The Nydia, right? Yeah. So she's got those like really, you know, really shiny eyes. But once you start to get used to it, it's such a pretty design. I really like it. So I wonder, is she gonna like defect to our side? Like it feels like the sort of character that could really defect to our side, and I would love that.
I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies.
Her hair can
Don't make
hide
yourself
what she's
scarce.
hiding behind her back. It's beautiful. Like having hair that long is super useful. Going down to her fucking knee, like lower than her knee. Down to her calf.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place.
Is it?
Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic
What?
spell? Is that the formula?
That's what I was thinking. Is she taking it? How is it arranged again?
Just my
Did she
luck.
fuck it up?
I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage of sending Gallica. Anything, you know, bigger than her body.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah,
He can hear her.
it seems you worried for naught.
Good.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to
Went through
Luis's
a
quarters,
vent.
we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at a luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time?
A short time?
We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No.
Well, yeah, me.
I think he'd be our
I'm the
best
main
bet.
character. And
You would have the
me
guest
and
of honor
Gallica.
himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
Damn.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
If I got Gallica with me.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Holy shit! I can't believe we're doing it like that soon. Oh
That reminds
god.
me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Xanth, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder, he might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Look at that.
This is so hype.
Good night.
Yes, well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The issue is that those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys, it would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward?
Even so...
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table.
I'm a little worried.
This is a challenge unlike any we've faced so far.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical, gather information about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then...
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant? Who knows? Maybe they might have a weakness we can exploit. What is making me curious here is, one, it's saying we're just sending me, which is fucking wild if that's the case, because that's going to be, I have one character to fight with? That'd be crazy. But maybe it's trying to get me to use the archetypes, like continuously switch between archetypes. Two, it's happening on the night of the soiree, which means we have to do it in one night, right? So you do the entire dungeon in one fell swoop?
Got it.
Sounds interesting. Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we need to do some digging before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
20 days left! Oh boy! A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms and inclement weather conditions that may occur around Browhaven. Meet with your allies at Warship Harbor to infiltrate Luis's Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Luis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas: the crew quarters, the starboard corridor, the port corridor, and the bridge. You need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge, the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soiree. Okay,
Let's head there.
So you do the rest of the dungeon on the days leading up to it, and then when we get to the soiree, we do the actual Luis thing. Okay, that makes more sense. Jeez, man.
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children?
Huh?
Sorry? Blood and children? Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition, one that looked to be about the same age as... They say you've been traveling across the country, helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask for your aid as well?
What a pity.
During a training exercise, the city's guards corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop's stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself. It requires ingredients found only in a monster-infected forest. I'll get them. You'll do it, truly, I can't thank you enough. The medicine is derived from a fruit called the dragon thistleberry. I heard it grows in the Gracia forest. Perhaps it would be wise to learn about the monsters. The informant may know more. Just get it. Yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
No deadline? These kids are living forever?
Whoa.
This must be Gracia Forest. There should be places to park the runner between the trees.
This place.
Okay. Oh
Well
boy,
met.
man.
Wonderful.
Oh boy.
Oh, this bloom.
My stress is coming back on. Like, this is really exciting. I mean, I simultaneously love that Persona and Metaphor and these types of games have that, like, days until, and you have to, like, you know, get things done and, like, balance your time or whatever. But also, time management stuff makes me so stressed that I don't like it. So it's like, it's a wild, scary combination. But I think I like it more than I don't like it in this game, especially. Look at this girl playing hopscotch on nothing. Now, she's not lined up with the tiles, but it's cute that they animate that in. Oh, there's another child doing it over here. So, I mean, it's not exclusive to that girl, I guess. Alright.
Wonderful.
Got some followers. I do need to increase Heisme a bit. Maria can go up again? I mean, like, what do they expect? Of course I'm going to do another Maria one.
Mister?
I wonder if Mister would help me. Because then also, like, it's cool to see what the higher ranks of a character looks like in terms of strength and stuff. So this might be a good idea as long as because I'm cleric as well. So I'll probably benefit from this. Oh, Mister, you're here. That reminds me of Nearest's drawings on me. I gave the city ruins drawing to Maria. This picture seems kind of sad. Does no one live in this town anymore? I told Maria all about the memories I made there. I see. So there's really a place like that outside of Grand Trad.
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. I'll ask Miss Fabian if we can hang them up on the inn's walls. If I look at the picture, I stop feeling lonely because I think of you on your journey. And you can come back and look at them too, right?
You know.
I wanted to talk to you too, mister. It's funny because if I had the Gauntlet Runner, I could treat these pictures like the movie Jumper. You know, you may not have seen it, but there's a movie Jumper where it's like there's pictures, like the person has the power to, like, or a bunch of people have the power to teleport to anywhere as long as there's a photo of it taken. And so you just look at photos and you jump into the photo and then you appear there. And so I can imagine, like, looking at Maria's photos and going, like, where do I want to go? Oh yeah, there. And then you teleport there. Is Mr. Nearest there? Do you think he'll help me make a sign? I'll go ask him. Okay. My heart's already beating real fast. I'm a little nervous.
Aha!
Oh, a present, you say? And no cheap trinket either, but one that requires my assistance to create. You can help, right? We need the best, so I came to you. Color me intrigued. You've piqued my interest, so I must oblige.
Really?
You really mean it? I love that, really. That voice actress did that really so well. This design, I believe it's your work, isn't it, young miss? I am thus inspired. That is so sweet. Such lively line work and vibrant colors, a truly innovative schematic.
Genius.
My girl, you're quite the budding artisan, are you not? This sign is sure to brighten up even the gloomiest avenues and grayest boulevards. Thank you very much. Ah, yes, I know I've got a fine cut of wood around here that was destined for this purpose. It should be crafted in a way that repels both rain and ravenous bugs alike, yes.
Amazing.
Wow, Mr. Nearest is really helping us. I can't believe it. I'm sure it's going to turn out great.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now that Mr. Nearest is helping, I hope it makes Miss Fabian happy. I didn't ask her before we started making it. I hope it won't be a bother.
Oh.
Ahoy, young lady! The sign is now ready to astound the people of the city. It should be installed at the optimal angle, so I will need to handle that myself, certainly. To the honeybee!
Let's go.
Hurry, mister, let's go. I can't believe how much I tear up at her stories.
Now then.
I'll install the sign now, so step back and leave me space to work. Aww. Wow, it's so sparkly. An astute observation, little miss, but there's more to this work than good looks. She's built to last as well. I've outdone myself once again, as I'm sure you'll agree.
Maria!
Maria, have you returned home?
You know.
Look, Miss Fabian, I asked Mr. Nearest to make this for you. He said the last sign was too old. So, do you like the one we made instead?
Right.
Maria designed it herself.
Hmm?
Oh, Maria, you did this for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, I absolutely adore it.
Oh, good.
I'm so glad.
Wonderful.
It's a truly wonderful sign. And so well built, too. It's a perfect way for the inn to greet new guests. Oh, listen to the little crying. Just look at all these smiling faces. If he could see you now, why, he might even shed a tear.
Huh?
Oh, no, Miss Fabian. Are you crying? Pay it no mind, dear. The sign is so bright my eyes are still adjusting.
You all.
Now then, how about a feast? On the house, of course, to thank you all for all this. You will come in and eat, won't you?
Oh.
Oh, of course, of course. It would be quite rude to turn down free drink, would it not?
Oh, good.
I'm glad.
Really amazing.
Your sign looks amazing, Maria. You did great.
Thank you.
Thank you, mister. But it made Miss Fabian cry. Are people supposed to cry when they're happy? Oh, I do, constantly. You're right. Miss Fabian was really happy, huh? Am I just like Papa now? Would she want me to say you outdid him? I don't know. Of course, you did a great job.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, that was her favorite one. Do you think that makes Papa happy too?
You know.
You know, when you give me pictures of your journey, I'm always surprised. I've never seen anywhere else except for this place in the sky. But your pictures always teach me about so many places on the outside. It makes me really happy and excited to look at them. I want everybody else to have fun too. I want to give that feeling to a lot of people.
By the way.
There's so many people around here that are always crying or getting upset. Everyone is sad, in trouble, and lonely. Both grown-ups and kids. Everyone is suffering just like I was.
I'll do my best.
But I'm okay now, so I want to make things okay for everyone else too. I can sense Maria's kind determination and the strong trust that she's placed in me. Boy.
I wonder if Papa is watching.
Oh, that line. Three skill inheritance slots. That's good. That's good, because I use it. I want to make sure that boy is feeling okay too.
Maria!
Maria, could you come here and help me serve the food? Oh, let's go. I can't wait to eat. After sharing a delicious meal with Maria and the others, I went back with Nearest, who was in a chipper mood. Nearest was really good about that. I liked it a lot. Ooh, boy. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you'll need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route to Luis's before the day of the soiree. Well, that's like every other dungeon. You have to do it during the day.
Hey, listen.
Is that another fairy? There's another fairy! Look!
Well.
Are you here to listen to the music too? Kind of puts the mind at ease, doesn't it? True. Maybe it's because I've been so tense lately, but the music is really soothing right now. Wow, didn't expect another fairy to see where I was coming from. The other fairies around here have kind of lost the plot, so it's nice to meet someone I can actually hold a conversation with.
Whoa.
Really? Back at the Hidden Village, everyone seemed to get along pretty well. That's so. Well, you said you were tired, so I won't keep blabbing at you. You play music a lot here, though, so come rest your weary soul anytime. And just like that, they were gone.
How grand.
Oh, are there more fairies around? I want to go talk to all the fairies.
Hey, listen.
We never get to see fairies.
I love it.
I was just like, there's one, and it was just Galaga. That's awesome.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
Want in on this?
All right, give me some information. Oh boy, they split it up. That's scummy. They've really split it up. All right, let's go Avian of Gracia Forest first.
Want in on this?
I'm guessing you're after Dragon Thistleberry. The Cocosados that lords over that area loves them too, so be careful. The Cocosados will unleash terrifying attacks if it sees an opening. Some might even kill you instantly. I'd recommend having magic that hardens your defenses. And I hear it's weak to projectiles. Excuse me. So having them wouldn't hurt either. So a knight and a gunner at least.
Just between us.
Hope your Dragon Thistleberry hunt goes swimmingly.
Got it.
Got it. Let's make sure you prepare thoroughly. Come on. I received a scrap of paper. All right. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info?
There's a man named Sergeant Xanth among Luis's coordinates. He's the officer in charge of the Charadrius's crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Xanth! Oh, that important-looking guy we saw at Charadrius the other day. Wait, an acquaintance of yours? Then you might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength as justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor at the Colosseum too.
Just between us.
He is strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis and stun will work as well too. But Luis values power, so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, if Luis trusts him, you can bet he's strong as blazes.
Gotcha.
I see. We'll have to find ways to inflict status ailments, of course, but it'll certainly be a dangerous fight if we don't have a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared, so let's head there when we're sure we're ready. Okay. And then we'll just do... Is the bridge the last one, or is... Which is the first one? I want to do I want to find out the first one.
Fancy a bit of info?
That old fart, Maintenance Chief Cyber. He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you'd expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you end up hurting.
Just between us.
I've said his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either, from what I hear. To win, you need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having him bounce back at you. Not that I expect you end up fighting him.
Let's see.
That guy sounds like a massive pain in the... If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. Since he uses magic that repels physical attacks, we want to find a way to dispel that too. How? That seems wild.
Cheers.
There are lots of shops in Browhaven dealing in rare ingredients. There are even stands selling meat harvested from monsters and such. Other than that, there's the butcher who sells marbled blue fin tuna and briny salt from the water shop. The only specialty good you can get from the village nearby is really mellow milk. What's rare depends on the person, I suppose. You cook, do you? I expect that's more your strength than the younger of the Magnus brothers. His cooking, I've said too much, forget it. The younger of the Magnus brothers, really? Okay.
Hey, listen.
Well, I'll come back to that in a bit. I just heard like a, hey, listen. What if that was like the fairy? Wow, port cities at night definitely have their own atmosphere. Why don't we take a look around? If you ever need help, just ask. Alright, well, let's go to some shops first. And then, after we've done some shopping, then, oh, there's some quests and stuff around as well. We should accept any requests that we can.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, this blooming heat.
Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where is this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
So that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like.
Yay!
Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers, like from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower you can get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten up by wild humans. It's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We've got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Leave it to me. You're really nice, mister. Then will you bring me a flower?
So...
You can become Gamon's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help become king.
Yay!
Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. What if this one kid was the one that tipped us over to be in the top 20? I'll just wait here till you got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10.
All right.
It's a flower. Why not stop by St. Firmus Church and ask? Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
That's easy, sounds like. Very easy. Okay, and there was another quest up here. How grand! Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Ow!
That's how it's gonna be.
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much I've been starting seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind, generous soul could help me. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'd give 15,000 reeve. I thought he said I'd have to give him 15,000 reeve. Fantastic. I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on you. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Right, you were a candidate at the exhibition, and that makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt if you've got a gauntlet runner. So what's this item you're looking for? It's a pride of Innuendo, the toothbrush of Hygienia. I need you to buy one for me. Of course, I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Noted. An Innuendo. Yep, got it. It's that one right there.
Village. Just can't stand it.
I tried to get there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow. You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. I guess I'll be waiting here. God damn, that
Give
hurts.
it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. We better go buy that toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can. Oh, I'm not going to do it as soon as I can, but it's on the list. Pretty low down the list, but it's there. Alright.
All right then.
There's a market shop over here. I know this was the one that I was like, oh, this is maybe a secret there. I don't know if I've unlocked the secret now that... Nope. Fuck off.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's head there right
gosh,
away.
I saw a another quest. A pie on this map.
All right then.
How do I even get there?
Where to?
Oops. Is there a way to get there? Because it was like going up here
Hey, mister.
and going up here. I think.
All right then.
Well,
Wonderful.
it's like over there. Oh, so I probably just go to this guy.
How's it going?
And say I'm going to the Night Prowler. And then he would sail me across. I imagine? Yep, there we go.
Greetings.
Well, if it isn't my friend, come on. What a pleasure. But why the face? You're looking at me like I'm a stranger. But you visited Night Prowler. I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider every customer a dear friend. Back off a little, man. You're moving kind of fast. What do you even want with us? Well, I was hoping you could do some negotiation on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Tragically, I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get it back in my hands. The man in question is a respected Ishkia noble, where I am but a humble parapis entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me, but he won't treat a high-profile client with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for your success. I've got some unusual armor I think you'll find quite useful. I'll handle it. Ah, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just by hearing the words. The noble in question has a certain fondness for, shall we say, blood sport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ishkia fellow, positively dripping with disdain for us common folks. Can't miss him, I'm sure. I'll be waiting here. You just let me know when you got your hands on that deed.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. Understood. So we're looking for a pompous Ishkia,
right.
huh? One who enjoys watching fights? You thinking what I'm thinking? Alright.
Alright then.
Is that motherfucker? That's the dude. Basilio. Nice.
Alright then.
I'm not gonna talk to him because it's not a great idea. Wow, there's actually not much around here. Wow. Okay. Where did they say the hang on. Maybe there's just stuff I haven't been to, like the Merchant's Bazaar, for example.
What is it?
Yeah. There we go. Here we go.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all, my clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these 4 hards are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and perilous skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where that middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
Huh, that's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing, there is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgas, whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Why, I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition, and if only someone like that was about. I'll do it. Oh, can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate that everyone is talking about. Yes, of course you could save me on my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obviously he recognized you right away. Whatever, you're gonna give us a reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orgas within the nest of the monster known as the Forsaken Tower, located north of town. If you want more details and informant, yeah, okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright, that's a bit more of a significant mission.
Stay there.
My gosh. Alright. Go to the water guy, and I'm gonna buy myself all your cordial, as always. Oops. And then I will buy myself a bunch of the... Oh, it's pretty expensive. But yeah, okay, good. Also, I should have a bunch of stuff to sell, right?
Now then.
13k from selling stuff. Wonderful.
What do you think?
Alright. Get myself some bluefin tuna. Pretty happy with that.
What's this?
Yeah? Thank you kindly.
What about you, man? Okay. Rejuvenation bell? No. I don't know what it does, and I don't want it. Right now, at least. So, I mean, I could check out some stuff to buy for weapons and armor and shit. I mean, I'll check it out. I don't feel like I should be buying... Well, I do have stuff to appraise, right? Yeah.
What are you pining for?
If you wait until Forgiveness Day on July 27, that's my birthday. Well, first I'm going to appraise. Rusted accessory. Can't believe my birthday is on Forgiveness Day. Endurance +3. That's good, but I don't know. Sanctus Mace. Not super special. Ah, this is interesting.
That's fine.
Give it to him. Well, I doubt I'll be buying something right now. I might be waiting until July 27th, Forgiveness Day. Already, there's good stuff that can increase his ice attack strength. Oh man, that's pretty good. That's really good. Damn, man. plus 79, 250 attack. That's fucking wild. That's pretty good. Oh, stats plus 2. That's all my money. Restores MP upon defeating an enemy during a squad battle. What? That is fucking crazy. That's really good. It's a mace that you can use for the healer. It has 255 attack and it restores MP. I mean, that feels like, and it goes plus 2 on all stats. That feels like that could fucking last the rest of the game. Like, that feels crazy. And then you got the ninja blade, which it can do. Oh man. All right. How far are we away from July 27? How do I check the calendar? Calendar. We're on July 23. So it's really not that far away from Forgiveness Day. So we really should just wait until Forgiveness Day. I wish I could give myself a reminder, like in game, to say, hey, it's Forgiveness Day. Like, remember that you were going to buy something on this day. Because, man, if they do have good discounts on Forgiveness Day, that seems worth getting, you know? That seems really worth it. Alright.
Alright then.
Alright then. What's that dice up here? It's probably gonna spend time, and I don't want to spend time on anything right now, but...
Isn't this grand?
What's up?
Yeah, everyone's been messing about, aren't you? I enjoyed the performance you gave. It was quite the gamble. Got a gift? You're a gambler? Well, it doesn't say it'll take time.
Hang on.
Are you serious? If you lose money here, who knows how far it'll set us back? Upset your furry friend, have I? Can't have that. How about you decide after I've explained it, though, alright? It's a bet on the rank of a certain young elder candidate. That would be you, mind. Your wager is... You know what? How about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself to see how well you think you can do in the tournament. Interesting idea, isn't it? Is he serious? What's the catch? What are you thinking? I mean... Nice one. Besides, if your goal is to be the king, you gotta take some risks. Let's gamble. What rank do you think you can reach by August 13th? Well, we gotta be in the top 20, right? Oh no! It's actually telling me to bet on how the story beat's gonna go. Shit, man! Are you kidding? This is tough. It's gonna be in the top 20. It's not gonna be 30 to 21 because we're gonna succeed. So it's gonna be in the top 20. But is it 20 to 11? I think it's between these two. I don't think we're gonna be in the top 5 by August. I think it's gonna be between these two. But how... I can totally see it being 10 to 6. Because if it's 10 to 6... it's still like, I feel like the you know, the highest ranks are the hardest ones to leap, so it makes sense being 10 to 6 at that point in the game, and then the rest of the game is trying to climb your way through those numbers slowly, you know. Where it's like if you're 20 to 11, there's like still a lot of people you got to overcome. I think it's gonna be 10 to 6. And how much are you wagering? Oh god, I'll do 10k. Gallic is not going to be happy with me. 20 days. Oh boy.
Now what am I
That's so stupid.
Stop!
And now I got to check King's Rock.
Hey.
Good days back in... Oh, I should actually read this. Forden in first. Louise in second. Is it just me or has the gap widened a bit? Godot's back in third place. Maybe it's because of the increasing fervor of a sanctism. I'm sure your name's going around thanks to everyone you've done. Hopefully your face will join there soon. I suppose it all depends on how Louise shows up from here on out. We can't let her guard down yet. 2,500.
Yep.
Now what am I to do?
Okay.
Young man.
What's this? Oh, that's a mag broker, right. I feel like I don't want to use the mag broker because
Beg pardon?
I feel like the mag broker, like I feel like I'm gonna need my mag. I don't like to give it away. So what haven't I been to? Have I been to Arena Front Wharf? I have no idea, but I'll check it out. I'm trying to explore this whole place. I haven't been here. Oh, damn it. Did you hear that? It sounds like someone's moaning in pain. You think I care? Oh, here we go. Really overdid it this time. You don't happen to have medicinal herbs. I've got plenty.
Bless you.
You just became my best friend.
Thank you.
Still hurts a bit, but it's alright now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else was willing to help me, even though I was suffering. You're the only one, so take this. Briny thread? Tailbait. Cool. Thanks, man. Okay. Just some easy rewards.
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to buy... Hold on. You're the candidate everyone's been talking about. From the exhibition. Your face struck in my memory. Strange thing, a kid like you in the race. Wow, rude. And what do you mean we have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Booze, I imagine. Well, I'm the most famous brewer in the city. They call my house special the Miraculous Mead. So good it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff, but Gamon needs a few more years before he can drink, so we'll see you around. Hold on there. Wow, it's... The legal limit's 21 in this fantasy world? Fucked up, man. I live in Australia, it's still 18 here, you know? Hold on there. I saw how you captured everyone's eyes at the exhibition. I'll gamble on that being a skill. Not chance. So I've got a task to help. I need help with. I'm looking for something, you see? You find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it, either way you'll get something out of it. I'll throw a little extra. Cool. What am I looking for?
Amazing.
Chalice of Legends. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life. Take a sip and which legend wins.
Let's give it a shot.
That's interesting. Oh, we just gotta locate it. It's not even telling me where it is. Okay. If it's already been attacking people, there might be a bill up to take it out. Okay, makes sense. Alright. Sorry that I'm not reading out every NPC thing now. But there's a lot of, like, you know, lame NPCs around. By lame NPCs, I just mean, like, you know, the nameless ones. I'm not really looking to do this. Oh, I'm just seeing if these guys have things. Okay, they don't really have anything. Okay. Oh, Pompous Noble. Hang on, wasn't this the guy? Not merely a low-life urchin, but a grubby little elder besides. I have no words to waste on your kind. Out of my sight. Sounds like we found our Pompous Ishkia. I bet this guy's got the deed we're looking for. Didn't we already do something with this guy and like Stroll's mission or whatever? But he won't even give us a second glance. We'll have to think of something to say to catch his attention. About my loan. A loan? I don't recall lending a loan to a gutter rat like you. Probably don't want to jump into talking about the loan first thing. Is there some other way to get his attention? Yes. You know me, I trust. Have I seen you before? You're the candidate who offered up a noble's head at the exhibition. Elder or not, I can respect such sophisticated tactics. Go on then, I'll hear you out. But as you can imagine, I'll be busy watching the fights. If you have nothing more worthy of my attention, I can't be bothered.
What do you want to do?
What's our move? Bring up the deed or go try a different topic? Such a tawdry arena, this. I beg your pardon. You would mock these sublime artful fights? I prefer real fights. I see. I suppose you are a candidate. No doubt you've been to many distant lands, fought strange and skillful opponents. I confess I'm intrigued. Might I hear of these adventures?
Amazing!
Got him on the hook, but what story do we tell him? Ever tasted a giant sandworm? Why ever would I want to?
Hang on!
Come on, don't gross him out. We've got his attention. We need a real showstopper to get him on our side. Though I guess it's not like I can think of anything. That's all, is it? Come back once you've actually accomplished something. You visit the legendary tower north of the city, for instance. I see. Come back once I've visited the tower. Okay, can do. We're building up quite a lot of quests. There's a lot to do. What the fuck are you?
Huh?
Oh, that guy, yeah.
How come?
Why are you here? Oh, I'd intended for that worm's belly to be my final resting place, but after running into you young grubs, I longed to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, it was no trouble at all. So you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. That's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? I have, actually. They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of Magla. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
Glowing bug. I feel like we've captured at least one. Oh, this is it, a genuine gold beetle. I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane dragon blood. Restores the magla that surrounds your body. Cool.
What's this?
Wow, that's incredible. Are you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you? I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find more gold beetles, could you bring them to me? If you hear that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me and I'll give you this Venom Ward charm next.
All good.
I mean, sure, if we find any more gold beetles, we'll come see you. Cool. Well, can I give him the ones I have now?
Hey there.
What can I exchange them for? Claw breakers, flame seal corselet, dragons. Jesus, there's a lot. Okay, well, I'll give him the ones I have.
Hey there.
Let's see how many. You don't quite have enough. So I need 8 more. Okay. Alright. Cool. Well, he gave me something. How good was that item that he gave me? It was a Magla item, which is great. This one. All MP for all allies. Holy shit. That is a game changer. That will go from like, oh, we're really fucked now, to we can do another, like, another hour of this. That's wild. I'm too scared to use that. Are you kidding? The problem is that's too powerful an item. It's so powerful, I'm never gonna use it. Okay, I think we've seen everywhere now. I'm pretty sure we've explored the city. Which is good, because I think it's probably about time then for me to end the episode. Yeah, I'll probably end the episode there. Oh, I'm feeling like it's been a long day, so I'm feeling quite tired, but man, whew, there's so much stuff to do. I mean, just looking at our requests, we just got so many more requests, and they've all got stuff to do, and we have to do this the infiltrate the Charadrius. Like, there's a lot. There's a lot. So yeah, anyway,
what now?
That's it. I will catch you next time. Goodbye.